Hello, beautiful people. My name is Funke Akinlebelo, and you're watching This Nigeria. Keep watching.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Newspaper Review on This Nigeria. My name is Femi Okunlaya. Good morning. And this morning I'll be taking stories from This Nigeria newspaper. I'll take some stories from Punch newspaper, The Nation, Daily Trust, Vanguard, This Day, Nigerian Tribune. And now I'll start with This Nigeria newspaper. I'll talk to Pastor Adeboye on State of the Nation. 80% of Nigeria's income being stolen by a few. And then talking of insecurity, Soludo offers to lead Southeast governors to federal government over Kanu's trial. NDLEA seizes 5 billion naira worth of tramadol in 3 states. Mutilated notes. CBN imposes 400 naira fine on banks. IPAC threatens to boycott local government elections conducted by CX. And now to the other newspaper, which will take stories from the Punch newspaper this morning. PDP backs Obasanjo, Adeboye's fears over killings. 2023 election. Federal government grants 3-year tax relief to 33 companies, bars 10 firms. PDP politicians stole soldiers' salaries during tenure, says presidency. Pastor's baby killed as wife female members fights over alleged affair with cleric. Now to The Nation newspaper. PDP governors tweeted facts on Buhari's government, says presidency. ACF to federal government wage total war on terrorist bandits. And also, why I won't endorse any presidential candidate by Adeboye. And now quickly to Daily Trust this morning. How NRC ignored warnings on planned attack on Abuja-Kaduna train. ACF Afenifere replies El-Rufai warn against use of mercenaries. And now to Vanguard newspaper. Federal government borrows 2.2 trillion naira from local investors. Mercenaries. ACF ex-IGP, former DSS director disagree with El-Rufai Northwest governor. And on train attack, insecurity has overwhelmed Buhari's government, says Obasanjo. And now to This Day newspaper. Obasanjo said Buhari is overwhelmed. Nigeria in serious situation. 2023 presidency says PDP governors are delusional. And also federal government banks on Shell, Total Energies product, to add 800,000 barrels to daily production. And now we'll go to the Nigerian Tribune this morning. El-Rufai called for mercenaries confirm APC's failure, PDP. And also gunmen killed 12 in Plateau. NDLEA seizes tramadol worth 53 million in Lagos, Abuja, and Edo State. And now we'll move to This Nigerian newspaper this morning, where we'll be taking some of the stories. And now we'll start with Pastor Adeboye on State of Nation. 80% of Nigeria's income being stolen by a few. I'll go to page 48. General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Pastor Enoch Adejare Adeboye, yesterday gave a damning revelation about the state of the nation, saying Nigeria is moving steadily towards bankruptcy. The celebrated cleric, who is possibly worried over reports of unaccounted crude oil had been siphoned out of the country in the last few years, lamented that the 80% of what should have been the income of a nation was going into hands of a few greedy Nigerians. You can get more of that story from This Nigerian newspaper this morning. And now another trending stories on This Nigerian newspaper. NDLEA seizes 5 billion naira worth of tramadol. You get that from page 11 of This Nigerian newspaper this morning. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has seized no less than 9.5 million tablets of tramadol and Exol 5 worth over 5 billion naira in 3 states. This is contained in a statement by the Director, Media and Advocacy, Mr. Femi Babafemi, yesterday in Abuja. According to Babafemi, the pharmaceutical opioid were seized at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos, the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and Edo State, respectively, adding that the operation was carried out in collaboration with the Nigerian Customs Service. And you can get more of that story from This Nigerian newspaper this morning. NDLEA seizes 5 billion naira worth of tramadol in 3 states. Now, another story from this Nigeria newspaper, mutilated notes. CBN imposes 400 naira fine on banks. You can go to page 21 of this Nigeria newspaper headline this morning. The Central Bank of Nigeria has directed deposit money banks to stop including mutilated notes as part of their deposits with the Apex Bank. Director Currency Operations Department of CBN, Ahmed Umar, said this in a circular issued over the weekend in Abuja. According to the circular, the directive took effect from the 1st of April. Composed banknotes are mutilated currency notes comprising several parts of different banknotes of the same denomination. The parts of the such currency notes are usually put together with the intention of receiving value. You can get more of that story from this Nigerian newspaper. And to the last story on this Nigerian newspaper, IPAC threatens to boycott local government election conducted by SIEC. On page 4 of this Nigerian newspaper this morning, the Inter-Party Advisory Council has threatened to henceforth boycott all local government elections conducted by the state governors through their various state independent electoral commissions, SIEC, over the alleged lack of credibility, a level playing field for free, fair, peaceful, and transparent elections at the council elections. You can get more of that story from this Nigerian newspaper. And that's the wrap-up of newspaper review on This Nigeria. I took stories from This Nigeria newspaper, Punch newspaper, The Nation, Daily Trust, Vanguard, This Day, and Nigerian Tribune. Join me again next week for another edition of newspaper review on This Nigeria. My name is Femi Okunlaya. Have a wonderful day.